Hi, this is Brian David Marshall, coming to you from the floor of the World Championships at Rome. So, I don't know if you know this, but Magic Online sends out a newsletter every 2 weeks. You can subscribe to it through the personalization settings within the client, and you'll get some information about how many points you have in the Magic Online Championship Series, and occasionally you'll also get some interesting facts about the way people are behaving on Magic Online. The most recent newsletter had a piece about the most commonly drafted cards in the winning decks from 8-4 Zendikar drafts. Most commonly drafted card? Hideous End. More than any other card, the players who are doing the best on Magic Online will draft Hideous End first over almost any other card. So we took a really interesting looking booster pack. It has a lot of really good cards in it. We brought it around to about a dozen pros here at the World Championships, some of the best players in the world, and said, what would you first pick out of this pack and why? So what we're going to do is we're going to put the pack up on screen for you. If you want to pause the video for a second, take a look, think about what you would pick, then resume and see what these guys would have taken out of this pack.
Out of this pack, I'm probably going to first pick Hideous End. There's the only other real playable black card is Crypt Ripper, and you have to be heavy black for that. None of the green cards are on par with power of like Hideous End, Punishing Fire, Roil Elemental, or the Blademaster. And then there's Pitfall Trap is another pretty solid white card, so I probably wouldn't want to pick the Blademaster and then have someone move into white behind me, maybe 2 seats behind me by picking up a Pitfall Trap. And then Roil Elemental, I think, while powerful, blue is just so underpowered as a color as a whole. So I'd probably pick Hideous End. It's on par with pretty much any card in this pack in terms of power level, and it's really the only playable in its color.
Are that black only has 2 cards in this pack. Like, you initially just want to pick like a Punishing Fire, I think, but with Bladetusk Boar and Spire Barrage, you're going to be sending pretty bad signals. Roil Elemental is just too slow to first pick, I think. You really want to be in an archetype when you get them. Have some landfall guys, have some Harrows, stuff like that. I like green a lot just because it's so underdrafted, but none of these green cards are that exciting. And the white cards are all really good. So I think I go with Hideous End here. Just because Crypt Ripper is not that big of a signal, and you're like, there's no way that people to your left are not going to go into red or white. So I think that's probably the best route, and it puts you into the best color. So I think that's definitely what you end up doing.
Really good pack. I will pick Hideous End, this one, because this pack has 2 good cards. Yeah, I know. 2 blue good cards, 2 red good cards, and also white is almost good. I choose pick black card and take cut off to black card, and should be mono black style deck is better.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's that one? Man, I wish I did that in CL deck. So, okay, I'll have to go lies, but I don't think it's an option here. There are just too many. It's not going to be opened. Roil Elemental, much better in CL, too expensive here. So those are the 2 cards left. Punishing Fire, Hideous End. Probably Punishing Fire. You definitely have Spire Barrage willing. Yeah, probably Punishing Fire, and you have Spire Barrage on the wheel. Yeah.
So immediately I start to pull the cards to the front that I'm considering, and look at how deep the pack is, and how many of each how many total playables there are. So see what's going to come back. So far I haven't hit really a bad card. Of this, I have a preference. You know, I really like black and red. So and I don't really like, you know, to start off with a green card unless I have to, or a white one. So I'm going to look at what I would take. What jumps out to me is the Hideous End, because it doesn't leave the black so deep. I mean, there's a Crypt Ripper, but no one's really going to probably take that, and it leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leaves over 7 really good cards, so I can likely table the Crypt Ripper and get 2 cards out of the pack. And it puts, you know, the people behind me are really going to like the red, and it's going to create kind of a logjam of red. Like somebody may take the board, then the Punishing Fire, and then maybe even Spire Barrage, which is going to put them all in the same colors. I'm not a big fan of Roil Elemental. I mean, it's a 3/2 in fire. It's triple blue. It dies easily. It's kind of slow. I'd take Umara Raptor over it if I were going to play blue. And there you have it. I'm probably going to take the Hideous End, and that's why, you know, what I'm thinking.
I prefer black. I pick Hideous End. Pretty sure.
It's pretty good. There are many cards here that I would not mind first picking. But I think in the end it's like... I think it's between those two cards. And I think like black's the better color, and I think in almost any format this would be a better card. But I think in this format this is the best card. That's it, I think. I like black better. And yeah, I would pick this card.
All right, okay, what can you see? I got a Roil Elemental. This card is a little bit too slow and limited in draft. I'm happy to pick it up late, but I'm probably not going to first pick it. Survivalist is a great early drop, because I think that in green you really want 2 drops. Just you got to keep the momentum going, and it's a nice open door into allies. This is chosen, it's not even close to the Survivalist. Larva is a card I value a lot. I really like mono green or heavy green as an archetype. Picking Pump, then Larva, then Boar, then 2 drops. So, I mean, obviously we've got 3 green cards in the pack already. Well, Hideous End is the clear winner so far, being probably the best common in the set. Or Journey to Nowhere. Umara Raptor, I see what you're doing with this pack. This is a lovely pack. Is great, but I'm picking Hideous End over it. Punching Fire is cute. It's a very good card. I would pick Hideous End over it, and it would be probably my second pick in the draft. Like, I'm kind of unusual in this format. I don't like red. Everyone says it's the best or second best color. It's my least favorite. So, color preference wouldn't be there. Goblin Bushwhacker is whatever. I'm not going to look at it. Spire Barrage is okay. Bladetusk Boar is a great red card, so we've already got a pack that's slightly deep in red and slightly deep in green. Now, a lot of people would say that a deep pack should discourage you from taking a card from it, but I don't believe so. If there's maybe 3 to 4 deep, there's a high likelihood of 1 wheeling, and at the end of the day, you don't really care what the guy on your left is, because he's only feeding you in 1 pack, and you're going to reap the rewards of there not being light red near you on the right in the future packs. So I don't have a problem with that. Steppe Lynx, I actually don't like this card. Everyone says the format's incredibly aggressive. This is a really high variance. You need it on your first turn or early turns, and you need to then hit land. Late game is just drivel. I don't like. I like Pitfall Trap though, but I'm still picking Hideous End over it. I would probably I'd probably pick Pitfall Trap a little bit low in this pack actually. Crypt Ripper is a great card, good in mono black, but I want to stay flexible with my opening picks. I mean, that's not to say if I open. Okay, I can't think of a really heavy card other than the black Edict guy, but I wouldn't. I'm not looking at now. And Kazandu Blademaster is again. It's heavy white. Opens to the allies thing. We have 3 allies in the pack now, so 1 might wheel. But these are 2 good qualities, so none of them are coming back. And again, it's heavy white, and not a real big fan. So I'm going to take Hideous End out of this pack pretty clearly. And I don't think it's very close. And be concerned that the guy on my left is picking red. So if I can avoid it, I will, but he's on my left, so I don't care.
So I don't really like taking the Hideous End first pick, because it happens so often to take a good black card first pick, and then you don't get black. I think black is still pretty overrated, but pack is kind of hard. I mean, you probably don't want to take a green card, even though they're good. I'd probably go for the Punishing Fire, because it's removal, it's cheap, and the other red card is not going to be picked during the next picks. The other ones are going to pick, like, the Hideous End and the Kazandu Blademaster. So I'm going for the Punishing Fire, because it's pretty powerful, and the chance that I'm going to play it are going to be pretty high. And I think it's about the best card in the pack besides Hideous End, and Hideous End is just too black for me.
So first pick, first pack, we've got, the only cards I'd really consider taking would be Hideous End and Punishing Fire, I think. Roil Elemental is actually like the 7th worst card, or best card out of this pack. It's just too slow. I'd probably take Hideous End. not only is it, you know, black, which is like the best color, there's not really any other good, exciting black cards except Crypt Ripper in this pack. And so then the next guy, you know, you're shipping him 3 good red cards and a couple good white cards. So, yeah, I think Hideous End's a good pick. I think Punishing Fire is also an okay pick out of this pack. Kind of hard to defend taking like Roil Elemental or Steppe Lynx. I guess if you really like allies, you could take the Survivalist. So yeah, I would take the Hideous End.